With Dragon Ball Super manga getting more interesting with Beast Gohan versus Ultra Instinct Goku, there's a thing about Beast Gohan and a connection with Super Saiyan 4. Now, the thing is, Beast Gohan is awakening that pretty much that inner beast side of Gohan, that wild side, and in Toriyama's words, is pretty much that's part is awakening, which Gohan always had this side since he was a child. Whenever he rage out, and I guess they're just putting it as a form of beast. But as we look at into Super Saiyan 4, there's a thing about that primal power, which is the inner Saiyan power. But I think Gohan's rage out is a little bit different than him tapping into his Saiyan part of himself. Is just a little bit more of just a wild side. So that's where beasts come from. But they may still be some type of connection, the same way how Broly has that primal power, which can segue into something about Super Saiyan 4, which is pretty much bringing out that raw primal power and harnessing the power of the Great Ape, the Golden Great Ape to be exact, and pretty much evolving from that to become Super Saiyan 4 transformation, where they can kind of segue something new and even give an upgraded form of Gohan's beast form, and him tapping into pretty much a Super Saiyan 4 of that, or even maybe having Goku tap into something like that, similar with mixing Ultra Instinct with a Super Saiyan transformation, which is also going to be with the Golden Great Ape as well, or just the Great Ape for Super if they decide to go a different route. And it's just very interesting just to see these two forms be, kind of similar, but in pretty much in terms of just being like, a beast or primal. And there's a deep connection to this. But if later on in the future, they decide to come up with something new, and Toriyama's saying, he's having trouble just pretty much coming up with new designs and transformations. And even with my thing, when I said in the latest Dragon Ball Super, era of things with the transformations, a lot of it are just palette swaps of other old Super Saiyans and stuff like that. So if they're going it with that, then what everyone wouldn't mind is, okay, then do something new with the Super Saiyan 4 transformation to bring it into Super. And if you want to use the different colorways of it, which could be a golden version of it, or who knows, or just having a little slight modification to the form, but to still keeping the same exact aesthetic of it, because I think everyone will still be happy of that. Sorry about that. The phone just went off inside the recording. But like I said, that would be interesting just to see that type of connection if we get something like that, and just pretty much bridging in the difference between, Beast Gohan and Super Saiyan 4, because Gohan would need to probably get an upgraded version of this form later on as time go on. And right now we still don't really know what exactly is Beast Gohan, even though it's like, Gohan bringing out his inner beast side and all that rage out power and pretty much awakening in it. It pretty much could be a form of the ultimate Gohan, probably mixing in with some type of Super Saiyan transformation, creating that evolution at that point. Or possibly just be a concept that I always thought about way back then, was when Gohan became ultimate, we always just assumed that Gohan in his ultimate form is that's his regular base form, and he doesn't have to turn Super Saiyan. So I always thought that if he turned Super Saiyan on top of Ultimate, it would just be stronger. But later on, they started to make Ultimate become its own transformation and not really be Gohan's base form per se. So that kind of changes things. But let's say we have Gohan going into Super Saiyan 1 and 2, and then Ultimate form, which is above that. But then let's say now that Ultimate power is being mixed with the Super Saiyan power, which Gohan could have possibly mixed his Super Saiyan 2 power with the Ultimate power, seeing that they're two different in a sense, but able to blend it to create that beast side of things. That could still be a big possibility as well as to what that form is, in a sense, creating a whole different path for Gohan that's different from Goku and Vegeta's. But that's it for this video. Don't forget to check out our next video and tell us what you think in the comments on, do you want Super Saiyan 4 to come back into the new Super as when Super returns, or do you want something different? Do you want a blend of like the Beast form and Super Saiyan 4? Let us know in the comments.